Now that the Minnesota Vikings have hired defensive coordinator, well, he's now our defensive coordinator, Ryan Flores, formerly of the Miami Dolphins and Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots. Now that we have hired him, there's some questions, some roster moves that could be intended to make for our team, including should the Minnesota Vikings trade for Dolphins defensive back Xavien Howard? Now, this trade it would be fine. It'd be fine. Xavien Howard, background, 29 years young, 6'1", 201 pounds. A little over 200 pounds. Um, he is a fantastic cornerback who has good speed to catch up with cornerbacks. Good kind of change of direction. Like when a receiver makes a cut, Xavien Howard could be right there to make the coverage. Just he can do a variety of things. And his speed to catch up with the receivers, to catch up with the receivers, even in the say change of direction format, it's just absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And honestly, I cannot believe how much of an impact Xavien Howard has been making. What he did to Justin Jefferson, though, or actually what Justin Jefferson did to him in their matchup, was absolutely crazy. Um, by the way, Andy Carlson from Purple FTW, um, he lost a good friend today. By the way. This is unrelated, but if you can, go to his channel, support him. Link will be in the description box down below about that. But Xavien Howard, he can put hands on receivers. Not Justin Jefferson, though, because Xavien Howard allowed 6 catches for 107 yards against Justin Jefferson. So Xavien Howard didn't do so good against Jefferson, but in general, Xavien Howard is a fantastic defensive back who I think could make a big impact with the Vikings, especially with a guy as big a mind as Brian Flores, who can really scheme things up for our defense and just be more aggressive, have more aggressiveness in the coverage spot, the blitzing. We're just going to have so many great things with this guy, defensive coordinator. And plus, Xavien Howard and Brian Flores, they know each other. So I do not understand why we should not make this trade, except cap space. We have to get rid of some guys. We just have to get rid of some guys, including veterans. It's got to include veterans, unfortunately, and that is just something that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot, and I don't know. But looking at the Minnesota Vikings depth chart, you got Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Nick Mullins at backup quarterback, Alexander Madison, King Kene Wangu, Ty Chandler, and of course Justin Jefferson, who he probably will never get traded from the Vikings. I don't know who'd be stupid enough to do that. Adam Thielen, who is starting to age out but can value us for the next 2 years, maybe 3 years. Jalen Reagor, who's really starting to become a big threat in this offense, just slowly rising up there. Former Eagle. Eagles, man, they have a salty fan base. That's my opinion. I mean, they were booing Jalen Reagor after one play against the Eagles. That was not cool. But the guy that we should trade from here could be I honestly don't know who we could trade from here. Looking at the defensive side, I don't know. My best bet to actually somehow get Xavien Howard, maybe trade Alexander Madison. That's a huge possibility. I don't know. I don't know how we could work this out with the roster moves in order to be able to get this guy, Xavien Howard, who's an absolute threat, young enough to still play. So he should come to the Vikings. But how? That's still to be decided. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. When I explained Xavien Howard, if I said that he could watch cornerbacks and cover cornerbacks, my bad. I meant to say receivers. If I accidentally said cornerbacks earlier in the video, please correct me on that in the comments below. But until next time, thanks for watching, you guys. Xavien Howard coming to the Vikings? I don't know. But now that we have Brian Flores hired, let's try and trade for Xavien Howard. Let's see how that goes out. But until next time, thanks for watching. Let's see how this works out. Skol Vikings.